contest is a Falls Count Anywhere match. Introducing first, accompanied by Stephanie McMahon from Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in at 255 pounds, the Game, Triple H.
Plenty of star power in this tag team match, guys, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely, Michael. In fact, if you ask me, all four of these competitors have what it takes to be top single stars here in the WWE.
Look who's here!
And his partner from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 317 pounds, Big Daddy Cool Diesel.
One of the all-time greats in WWE history, Big Daddy Cool.
One of the best big men of all time, Big Daddy Cool, looking to wreak a little havoc.
Of course, one of the members of the infamous Clique debuted as the bodyguard for Shawn Michaels.
Two dudes with attitude.
And he's gone on to become one of the most successful big men in WWE history.
Byron, I hope you get jackknifed tonight.
Oh, that's not needed.
And their opponents, accompanied by Candice LeRae at a combined weight of 400 pounds, Johnny Gargano and Thomas O. Champ R. DIY.
As we get ready for this tag team match, Byron, tell me, who do you like in this one?
Come on, Michael, you know I can't answer that. Look at these teams. They both have what it takes to be the most dominant team WWE has seen in quite some time. There's almost no way to confidently pick one over the other.
Johnny Gargano has become one of the WWE's most cherished underdogs. Look for Johnny Wrestling to put on another great performance tonight.
And I wouldn't at all be surprised if this match stole the show here tonight.
What a tag team display. Right across the back of the neck.
Both legal men are in the ring and set to start things off here. We're ready to go. The King of Kings, Triple H, is looking as imposing tonight than at any point during his dominant 20-year reign.
You know, normally I'd accuse you of kissing up to the boss, Byron, but that assessment's actually pretty spot on.
Well, thanks.
Ooh, what impact.
Ooh-wee.
Boom, what impact.
You gotta believe this one's over. Tag team history was made when the first ever SmackDown Tag Team Champions were crowned at Backlash 2016. The unlikely duo of Rhino and Heath Slater caught lightning in a bottle and ran through the tag team title tournament. In the finals, Rhino and Slater took on the Usos to see which team would be the inaugural Tag Team Champions.
There was a lot on the line in the tag team tournament finals.
Uh-oh, we know what's coming next.
We're about to see pedigree.
Can he finish the job?
Shoulders on the mat. Johnny Gargano forces the shoulder up.
Wow, what a display of heart and determination.
Triple H with some reason for concern.
Headed into this match, seeing his partner look extremely confident.
The beauty of tag team competition, nailed it.
The game getting absolutely punished right now. Over the last few years, the tag team scene in WWE is hotter than it's ever been. One of the teams that has shined brighter than...
We know what's coming here.
Sharp knee. The tag team competition right now is as heated as it's ever been since the Attitude Era. Everywhere you look, there's another tremendous tag team combination looking to make a run at the WWE Tag Team Gold. When we talk about the New Day, the team won a fatal four-way match in their second tag team title reign at 2015's SummerSlam.
I may think the power of positivity stinks like a bag of rotting garbage, and that Woods, Kingston, and Big E are idiots, but I'll give the New Day this. They're one of the greatest tag teams ever, and what put them in that category was when their tag team championship reign lasted a record-setting 483 days.
Guys, some superstars do what they do for money, fame, or titles. Johnny Gargano does this for respect. He does it for the respect of the WWE Universe, who Johnny leans on to get him through the lowest of the lows.
He's in a bad spot, guys.
I wouldn't be surprised if he hightails it through the crowd. You should go with him, Byron.
Byron touched on how grateful Johnny is for his fans' support, but not everybody is on the same bandwagon. The undersized Gargano has always been the underdog and has had his fair share of doubters throughout his career.
Yep, and I would be one of them. I'll admit, Johnny can sometimes be the whole shebang, but at some point you need to have loftier goals than respect to survive in this industry. Ooh!
Tough situation to be in right here.
Yeah, you have to think this is not going to end well.
Uh-oh, this doesn't look good, Byron.
Yeah, this is how people end up getting hurt. Oh boy, he is rolling.
Oh! Knee drop.
That was nasty.
So precise.
Perhaps a powerbomb here, Corey.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Oh no, we could be looking at a powerbomb.
I think you're right, Cole. Look out.
Oh, what a slam that hurt.
When a superstar is in a tag team match and has endured heavy amounts of punishment, they must find a way back to their corner to tag their partner. Something that they have to try is doing create separation between them and their opponent. That space gives a superstar the ability to move and catch their breath.
Corey, you touched on this before. Part of a tag team's ability to be successful is their ability to endure punishment and make their way to their partner when they need to tag out. One way to do that is to create that separation you spoke of.
Johnny Gargano locking it up.
Down! But he's running on fumes here. Does he have enough left in him to capitalize?
Very difficult position to be in right now.
Yeah, situations like this usually don't end very pleasantly. The slam! There have been times in sports entertainment when unlikely duos have formed and over time they develop and bond and become an outstanding tag team combination. The team that immediately comes to mind is the powerhouse duo of Cesaro and Sheamus. After their thrilling best-of-7 series, I wouldn't think they'd develop into a top tag team.
Big elbow. Targeting the chest. Very effective. When this guy's on, look out. Well, I don't think anyone thought Cesaro and Sheamus would develop into a premier tag team. Over time, the superstars realized that they were better as allies than as enemies. And when they combined their incredible strength, the results were something that couldn't be ignored.
It was really unbelievable to witness the evolution of Cesaro and Sheamus as a team. We saw them improve every week and conquer a variety of opponents. To see the Swiss Cyborg and Celtic Warrior go from unwilling partners to WWE Raw Tag Team Champions was truly impressive.
Back between the ropes. Addressing the WWE Universe, Johnny Gargano said, quote, "I've had some of my best matches in front of 50 people in a VFW hall, so imagine what I'll do in front of thousands."
With those humble beginnings, Johnny Gargano used to question if people were going to know who he was every time he entered the ring. But after a 5-star battle at NXT TakeOver Philadelphia, he doesn't have to question anymore.
You guys romanticize Johnny Gargano's 5-star battle like it means something. Having the match of a lifetime.
Gargano's looking to end it.
Harsh impact. Just when you thought he had nothing left.
Oh, through the table.
The game getting absolutely punished right now.
Triple H and Stephanie McMahon hold a lot of power in WWE, and they know it. They don't care who you are or where you came from. When you come to the WWE, you become their property.
Oh, nasty impact.
Going for the cover. We may be looking at a powerbomb here.
That's exactly what it looks like to me, Cole.
And again, as Michael stated, setting up for, are you kidding me? The game getting absolutely punished right now. Look out. Oh boy, he is rolling.
This isn't where he wants to be, guys.
He needs to get back inside that ring.
Oh, what a punch.
That's how you stop your opponent. The game getting absolutely punished right now. Oh, man, Triple H doesn't even know where he is.
Wow, let's see that again.
Man, he is simply a walking highlight reel.
Triple H looking to end it. In position for a power bomb.
And that's not a good place to be, Cole.
Into the powerbomb position now.
And that's not necessarily where you want to be at this point in the match.
Well, folks, watching Triple H here, you can't help but marvel at the career he's put together over the last few decades. He's the only man in the world who can be... And he tags his partner in.
Momentum has certainly shifted here, Michael.
Beautiful technique.
Look out! He might be in the beginning stages of an assault.
Oh, yeah.
Michael brought up before that Triple H is called the King of Kings, but when I think about him, I think about the different stages of his career, from the blue blood to the degenerate to the game to the authority. The man's a chameleon.
I learned a lot from the guy. He hired me as a wrestler, but his ability to change made me confident that I could make the jump from NXT's best wrestler to NXT's best announcer. Triple H is living proof that you can either stagnate and die or adapt and thrive.
Devastating kick. He knows he's in trouble.
Double underhook applied. Up and
Face buster.
Wow, I'm just as surprised as you guys are. Oh no, I don't like Diesel's chances in this one.
oh, he doesn't like you, but that's more of a visceral thing.
We've seen some great tag team action over the years here in WWE, and I can attest that this is no
Knee strike.
That's what he was looking for, Michael.
Let's check this out again, Corey.
So effective, Cole.
I don't think there are two teams I'd rather see square off against each other right now. This is amazing.
Gets the tag.
This is what makes him one of the best in the...
There it is. The tag has been made.
Oh, he needed that in the worst way, Michael.
A lot of pride on the line here in this tag team encounter, but only two of these competitors will end up getting what they came for, the win.
Looks like a power bomb coming up.
There may be no escaping this one, Cole. Ooh, just dropped.
Deep trouble here.
Look out.
Leg drop.
Known for his superior striking skills and slick submissions, Johnny Gargano has the habit of breaking his opponent's spirit with his never-say-die attitude.
It might just be that Johnny isn't smart enough to say quit, Cole, but I credit Johnny for getting up every time he's knocked down. But he should learn about living to fight another day. Nasty one right to the chest.
We may be looking at a powerbomb here.
That's exactly what it looks like to me, Cole.
To dispute what Corey expressed about how Johnny Gargano should know when to quit, I don't believe that thought process has ever entered his mind, no matter what trials he's gone through.
I see it in Johnny's eyes every match. He knows he was never supposed to be here. He took the road less traveled. He climbed the ladder rung by rung. But now he's here, and his heart has no quit.
Perhaps a powerbomb here, Corey.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Corey told me earlier today that something doesn't seem right with Johnny Gargano, that there's weakness that his opponent can exploit.
Not a wrestling weakness I see, but a mental one. I see somebody who allows his past to cast a big shadow over any chance of a bright future. You distract Johnny with past failures, you may give him a new one.
We know what this is. It's a stampede.
Evaluating what Corey said about Johnny's past failures, the way you get over something is to completely let it go. No longer acknowledge it, and it doesn't have power over you.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's not that easy, Saxton. Johnny carries the effects of his past. Don't think for 1 second that old scars don't constantly permeate in the back of Johnny Wrestling's mind.
Triple H.
He might have it.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Giants, immortals, the undead, warriors, legendary champions, Olympic heroes, they've all fallen to the pedigree.
He's looking at it.
Down with a powerbomb.
The game getting absolutely punished right now.
Uh-oh. Look at this. Double knee right to the side of the face.
The game getting absolutely punished right now.
Corey, something I've observed over the years from this seat is what WWE superstars have learned the hard way. Triple H is always one pedigree away from victory.
Armed with the pedigree, the game has dropped opponents to the announcer's table on thumbtacks and steel.
Double underhook applied.
Up and face buster.
The game getting absolutely punished right now.
Fireman's carry. This doesn't look good, Corey.
Couldn't agree more, Cole. This has got trouble written all over it.
Setting up for, looks like...
Are you kidding me?
The game getting absolutely punished right now.
Will Triple H even be able to continue? How could you question the game?
During the rivalry between the Hardy Boys and Cesaro and Sheamus over the Raw Tag Team Championship, the teams became very familiar with one another. In June of 2017, the teams met in a 2 out of 3 falls bout on Monday Night Raw. The most important fall in a 2 out of 3 falls contest is the first fall. If a team can win the first fall, that sets the tone for the rest of the match, and your opponents are playing catch-up.
The 2 out of 3 falls match that saw the Hardy Boys go at it with Cesaro and Sheamus was a throwback of sorts. Throughout the 1960s and 70s, championship title defenses and grudge matches were often decided in a 2 out of 3 falls format. Cesaro and Sheamus didn't waste any time and scored the decisive first fall after a brogue kick rocked Jeff Hardy.
Cesaro and Sheamus wanted to continue their domination of Team Extreme, but the Hardys had other ideas as Matt tied things up at 1 fall apiece after a twist of fate on the Swiss Cyborg. After a swanton bomb by Jeff Hardy, the match broke down and the third fall was ruled a double countout.
When you talk about great tag teams, we can go all the way back to teams like the Tolos brothers, Stevens and Patterson, Stevens and Bockwinkel, the Texas Outlaws, the Briscoes, the Blackjacks, the Andersons, and the list goes on and on. When you're part of a tag team, the two partners have to travel together, train together, eat together, and be completely in sync with one another.
Tag team competition date. Here he goes. This might be it.
Oh, my. The game getting absolutely punished right now.
He's looking at it.
For many years, members of the WWE Universe and the WWE locker room have felt that tag team matches should have 2 referees. One referee is in the ring overseeing the action, and the other is located out on the floor, making sure teams follow the rules and do not engage in potentially damaging behavior. I think it's a good idea, something perhaps Mr. McMahon might want to consider.
Byron, earlier you raised a point that people have been talking about for years, and that's a second referee being appointed to tag team matches. I remember WWE Hall of Famer and former WWE President Gorilla Monsoon used to express his strong advocacy for 2 referees being appointed to tag team matches.
It's something that's been talked about for decades, Michael, and I don't think it's ever going to happen. We've seen it on occasion, but I think it's best to let the superstars be responsible for themselves. And the appointed official for the match needs to do the job they're paid to do. I don't think it's that much to ask. Most of the truly great tag teams in sports entertainment created a...
He's going for the pin.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
Drop kick hits the mark.
Another great tag team match here tonight. I don't think the tag team scene has ever been hotter here in WWE.
Corey, a few moments ago, you mentioned some of the great tag team finishing moves in sports entertainment history. Don't forget about the 3D from the Dudley Boys, or the double drop kick from the 2017 WWE Hall of Famers, the Rock and Roll Express. In tag team action, like in singles competition, once a duo nails their opponent with their finisher, that should signal the beginning of the end.
It can take a long time for a tag team to decide on a double team finisher, but I agree. A team needs one, and it should be something that can be administered to any opponent. That's when a finishing move is truly effective. And since we're talking about tag teams, remember you and your partner have until the referee's 5 count to execute the move.
He's got him here. He's got him up. And... oh, no, we could be looking at a power bomb.
I think you're right, Cole. Look out. In order to be a premier tag team, a superstar and their teammate must have that continuity where they're a well-oiled machine inside the ring. I'm talking about classic.
Double underhook applied. Up and face buster.
Here's his moment, Michael.
Corey, a few moments ago, you took us through what it takes for a tag team to be successful. The continuity between tag team partners is crucial, and the team is able to keep one opponent in the ring for an extended period of time without... He goes for the cover.
Oh boy, he is rolling. When people see the success of NXT and how it went from a developmental system to a bona fide WWE brand, they need to look at one person who had a vision of what those three letters needed to be, and that is Triple H. Once Triple H became a WWE executive, he completely overhauled the way the WWE developed its superstars of tomorrow.
He's not looking like himself here.
Some of my most rewarding work has come from spending time. He might have it. Bam! What a slam.
That's what he was looking for, Michael.
You're going to want to see your internist after a slam like that.
Double underhook applied. Up and face buster.
This one is over.
There's a pin now.
The tag team scene here in WWE is undergoing a bit of a renaissance, and it's because of action like this.
In May of 2017, SmackDown Live saw an incredible women's tag team match when Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch squared off against welcoming committee members Natalya and Carmella. The rivalry between these women got so intense that Naomi was in Flair and Lynch's corner, and Tamina was in Natalya and Carmella's corner.
Harsh impact.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
I think only a group as treacherous as the welcoming committee could bring Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair back together. Natalya's power set the tone for the match and gave her team an advantage. That was until Carmella's overconfidence let the Irish lass kicker turn the tide and get back.
This could be all she wrote.
Powerbomb. That should do it.
We're used to seeing Triple H make history in the ring as a competitor, but what we witnessed...
Double underhook applied. Up and face buster.
The game getting absolutely punished right now.
Beautiful technique.
Tonight, Triple H drops Seth Rollins with the pedigree, thus handing the WWE Universal Championship to Kevin Owens on a silver platter. Will go down as one of the most shocking events in WWE history.
No one could believe when Triple H appeared on Monday Night Raw in the first place, let alone sending Seth Rollins crashing to the canvas thanks to the pedigree. That one move changed the entire landscape of sports entertainment.
What a strike! Oh, and a knee! And another!
Effectively using the knee.
When I was Triple H here, I can't help to think how he's changed the face of the WWE over the years, including when he was the driving force behind the creation of Evolution in 2002 with the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. comes in off the tag.
Michael started discussing Evolution in 2002 and the force they became. They represented the past with Flair, the present with Triple H, and the future with Randy Orton and Batista. You might not have liked them, but you had to respect them.
Not like Evolution. I loved them in Evolution because they took joy in angering just about everyone else. At one point in 2003, they held every men's championship on Raw. A true testimony to their dominance. Talk about history. Triple H was trained by WWE Hall of Famer Killer Kowalski and made his debut in 1995. The Blue Blood Hunter Hearst Helmsley showed a different attitude when he formed D-Generation X alongside Shawn Michaels.
Using the elbow as a weapon. Triple H knows about making history. Just look at the battles against Shawn Michaels, Randy Orton, The Undertaker, Sting, Daniel Bryan, Roman Reigns.
Triple H founded three of the most powerful factions in sports entertainment history and is regarded as... Oh, we're finding out why they call him Johnny Wrestling. Crossface applied. The game getting absolutely punished right now.
Now, that's an impressive tag team victory.
Here are your winners, Johnny Gargano and Thomas Champ DIY.
Looking dominant at times in the victory.
If these guys choose to stay together, they have all the makings of being one of the best duos WWE has ever seen.
Yeah, you can bet they're going to be talking about this match for quite some time.